What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Elizabeth. This is EJ Joyful Plans with chip nails. Y'all, the nails are a thing right now. I'm really sorry, but I'm just trying to get through all of my planner setups. And sorry about the hand situation. In today's video, I'm setting up my Catchall Frankenplanner for 2023. I'm going to link down below my Catchall setup for 2022 because I think some of you might prefer the 2022 setup and it's still relevant. It's still helpful. It's just slightly different. So watch this video, see if there are things that you could take away for your own setups. And then if not, you might want to check out the 2022 video to see if it's more towards your liking. So I say that because I found over the course of last year that I had too many planners Frankenplanned onto one set of discs. I had too many areas of my life on one set of discs to where if I wanted to be upstairs journaling, my planner would be downstairs because I was writing a to-do or an appointment, and vice versa. And I realized I really need two separate sets of discs for the two different kind of categories of my life that I'm using these planners for. So my Catchall planner is going to be really just kind of a catch-all, lots of note-taking, and some goal setting. I'm going to have a second Frankenplanner that is for journaling, for scripture writing, faith planning, and those sorts of things. And it's going to be a combination of a guided journal, prompts, and a horizontal layout for journaling. That video is coming up soon. If it's not already, check out the playlist down below. It's got all of my setup videos for 2023. So, number one tip before we get started, if you're Frankenplanning a bunch of stuff together, go for it, but really have a heart check about whether or not some of those things shouldn't be together, specifically as it pertains to geography and your house and where you're actually going to see and use your planner. If you journal or read your Bible in bed, then you're going to want to have those elements on your bedside table. If you do most of your planning with your family in the kitchen, where you're writing down your kids' to-dos, husband's to-dos, appointments, and after-school activities, that's going to need to be on something else because it's going to be downstairs. So just that's what I learned over the last year is keeping things separate is actually better. So I'm going to have two Frankenplanners here on my channel setup-wise. Okay, so anyways, back to the Catchall. We are using the dashboard layout as the Catchall weekly. I'm going to add the monthly dashboard pages to this guy. And then I'm going to add some guided journal goal sheets and some note paper. So let's get into it. This should be pretty easy to follow. I've done some really complicated Frankenplanners in my day. This is probably the easiest year so far. I think it's because I don't quite know what I'm going to need with a new baby and juggling going back to work and social media, EJ Joyful Plan stuff. So we'll see how this works. I should also add, I will have a bullet journal, which I may or may not share here. It's going to be fitness health related. I'm going to have a half-letter disc bound, more minimalist style that is going to be for social media planning, small business, entrepreneurial dreams, that kind of stuff. That setup will also be here on my channel. And then we've got the, and then my work planner, which is already, that setup is already up on my channel. So several different things. You can find what you're looking for in that playlist. And I think there's a type of planner for everybody in here. I've got a lot of different brands. Let's start with the structure. Let me make sure. I feel like I'm a little crooked. Do I look a little crooked? Let's start with the structure. I am using a Jane's Agenda vegan leather snap-on cover with Levenger discs. This is very warm for me. I'm not sure that this is going to last. I might end up switching back to a black deluxe cover from the Happy Planner. But for now, I'm starting with this guy. She's really pretty. It's like a pebbled leather finish, very thick. And then I already have some clear pocket folders that I've attached just for additional storage. I like this this cover because it feels luxe, it's sturdy, and it has a pen loop. So I feel like it's, yeah, it just feels good in the hands and it's good for kind of transporting around the house. So that is our backbone, if you will. Then I have divider tabs. These are top tab dividers. I've purchased so many in my day, and this year I am trying to, well, this upcoming year, I want to use these old ones that just need some love, and I've gone ahead and already labeled them. So the first one is going to be labeled for today. So that is going to mark the current week. Then I'm going to have a collection section. By collections section, I am giving a wink and a nod to bullet journaling, where there's a section of the bullet journal where you log maybe books that you've read, movies that you've watched, maybe a health tracker, or a note every day about something that happened. It's just a collection of pages around themes. And I want to do more like Bujo collection pages in this catch-all for the next year. So if I do that, you might be seeing some collection pages up here on my YouTube channel. And I'm already seeing, I think these were Happy Planner dividers, and they don't love the Levenger discs. That might bother me, but let's keep going. Then I'm going to have my goals section. This is an old divider. It says, you're capable of amazing things. I like that it says that in the goals section, and it just so happens to be the third placement in the set of 4. So I think that's cool. We'll throw that on. And we might have to change the discs, you guys. I should have tested this out. Okay, I grabbed 9 black O-ring metal discs from the Happy Planner. They are on. They fit a little, I think the Happy Planner discs maybe are a little bit more narrow, perhaps. So they fit a little more kind of loosey-goosey on this cover, which is fine once you add all the paper to it. So it doesn't really bother me, but yeah, you do kind of get you have a little bit of a give there. So I mix brands all the time, and I haven't really had a problem. There's just little things like that that are different. So before we add the divider tabs, let's put in our actual calendar pages. This is the Zay Wild Collab Dashboard Planner, and I'm going to add, I do want the welcome pages, and I want the 2 years at a glance and the year at a glance pages. So these are going to pop on first. And for now, I'm just going to put in the first 4 months because I want to see how far we can get, into, or how much space we have for everything else. That will determine how far we get with calendar pages. The other thing that I might do, which I think I packed up, I'm in the middle of transitioning to our office space, I might grab the dividers that were in the La Flor planner because they're really pretty. So this might change. I might also change it because, well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So what's cool about the more neutral Happy Planners is that you can seamlessly mix and match dividers because the monthly pages, these monthly layouts are identical. So I could easily just pull this April divider out and put in a different month's April divider, and you wouldn't know that it was from a different planner. For now, I'm going to leave the Zay Wild, and we're just going to do the first 4 months just to see how we're doing with space. So I'm going to set this one aside. The next thing I want to do is grab this monthly layout. So what I like about the monthly layout is, well, actually, just to show you, here's January, right? Let's say I wanted to use this divider instead of the Zay Wild one. See how it's got dots down the spine? I could very easily pull out this January one and put the other one in its place because it's got dots down the spine. So I really like that about how the Happy Planner has been doing these planners. You can Frankenplan so easily. So the monthly layout has a monthly dashboard, and then it just has task lists like so. So what I'm going to do is I want the dashboard pages So I'm going to take the dashboard pages for 4 months. So I'm going to take the January dashboard pages. I'm going to take the February dashboard pages. And again, it's really cool that they have the planners be the same, because when I'm taking the dashboard page from the monthly layout, I'm also taking the back that has part of the monthly calendar. And this is going to seamlessly match up with the Zay Wild dividers. You guys following me? I'll show you in a second. So we're taking out 4 months worth of the monthly dashboard. And then I might go back and take some of those task pages as well, but let's just not confuse things quite yet. So I have grabbed 4 months of the monthly dashboard. I'm going to set that aside, and then I'm going to add them here. So we've got the front of our planner. We're in the month of January, and so I want to grab the January dashboard. This is the January dashboard, and I'm going to add it right on top, like so. So here's the divider tab. I'm adding the monthly dashboard. See how it flawlessly matches because it's dot grid? So we have the Zay Wild divider. The second part of this monthly is actually from the monthly layout. Then you have your monthly dashboard. And then you're not losing the back of this calendar that has your first week of January. So what I'm going to do this off screen, or actually I could do this for the first one, but all I'm going to do is glue these 2 pages together so that we go from the monthly to the monthly dashboard to the weekly. You guys following me? So I'm just going to glue these ones together. I do have glue right here, so I'll just give you an example on this one, and then I'm going to do the rest of it off screen just because I feel like it would just take way, way too long. But I just put a little bit of glue in between the discs, like this. Get a little bit in the corner, maybe one down the center. And then, yes, you're losing this, but I'm going to have a bunch of extra taskless pages anyway, so that's okay. And I'm just going to try and very evenly. I don't usually do this very well, so it is what it is. But now I've glued that to our first week. So I'm going to do that for February. So again, I'm popping February in just after the February dashboard, or divider, excuse me. I'm going to have the dashboard page, and then I'm going to glue these together. Then we're going to go to March, grab the monthly dashboard for March, insert that right after the March divider. I will glue these 2 together, and then April, same thing. Right after the divider, I am adding the monthly dashboard. Cool. So let's see how we're doing. Remember, when you're using a more like deluxe hardcover that's thicker, it's going to be taking up some room on discs. So that's why I'm pacing myself with how many months I put on here. And maybe I'll just do a quarterly like update to my planner and just do 4 months at a time. That's what's great about these planning pages is if you do schedule something way in advance, you can always write it here at the front of your planner. And then when you switch out or add more monthlies, you can migrate stuff from here to your future months. Okay, so we have our monthly dashboard set. We have the weekly pages set. I'm going to go ahead and put in the today divider because I really want to see how we're doing with space. So the today divider is going to go to the current week, or what will be the current week. And then at the end, I'm going to have my other sections. And the next sections will be the collections section. And this is probably going to be dot grid paper kind of Bujo style spreads. Then I'm going to have my goals section. And the first thing I'm going to put in for the goals is this goals vision board that came in the goals bundle. So I have that on my YouTube channel, but it was this one. Yeah, I think it was the goals bundle. I will link that down below because we're going to use a couple of items from that bundle. But this is a really thick cardstock, and it's just a way to map out your goals. It'll last the whole year because it's a heavier paper. You can kind of break things down. So I'm going to put that at the front of this goals section. So I love that. Find your balance. I have my goal setting. And then I'm going to grab this goals planner. I'm going to use this one instead of the one that was, guided journal. I'm going to use this one instead of the one in the box just because they're pretty much the same, but this one it doesn't have any design on it. And so I thought if I wanted to decorate it, I could. This has 4 months of goal setting. I'm just going to put in 1 month and see how it works for me. And so I'm going to go ahead and add, I can do this. Ooh. I'm going to add 1 month of, this is guided journal daily goal setting. Monthly, weekly, daily journaling for your goals. So let's see, how are we doing space-wise? The other thing I had considered with this first page was because the monthly goal setting page is a standalone, so you've got all of this and then you've got habit trackers. I was thinking that I could take this one page at the start of every month and actually move it to this section, like here, have it be right after my monthly. But because I already have this monthly dashboard, I don't need to look at it in chronological order. So I'm going to put it in kind of like my deep dive goal setting space rather than incorporating it into my monthlies. But that is an idea if that's something that you would be interested in. So what I did was I took the whole first divider section because that is 1 month worth of goal setting. And we'll just see how this works for me. I haven't really stuck to a guided journal situation, and I am actually going to be doing it in my other Frankenplanner as well. So we'll see how this works for me. The next section is going to be my notes section. I'll try to put something under this quickly. I really love this note paper from the Happy Planner. I hope it's still available. If it is, I will link it down below. This has 4 different types of papers in it, and I love a good variety. So, you know, notes can mean any number of things, and I'm going to let it be open-ended, and I'll use it how I want to use it. I'll use the layout that I want to use and kind of vary things, I don't know, as needed. So the first style of note paper is just like this really soft peachy pink. It says notes, and then you can date it up at the top. This could be great for journaling, for maybe writing a letter to your spouse, or, you know, whatever you want to do. I'm going to grab a few pages, not too many, but a few pages of the note paper. Then the next type of paper in this is same style where it's lined with the date at the top, but this says Choose Joy. I love that. This is just white paper, so I'm going to add a few of those, maybe a little bit more. I think I'm going to like this paper a lot. Very clean and simple, and it's the same on the back. So this also would be very good journaling paper. Then the third kind is dot grid, which I think is super fun. And maybe I'll add some of this to the collection section. But I'm gonna put the Choose Joy first. Then I'm gonna put the Dream Big. And I kind of like that the colors are slightly different, so I'll be able to differentiate between the types of paper really easily. And then this is honestly why I bought the pack to begin with, was this check it off paper that just is a long bullet list. And I'm going to put that at the front because I think it's likely I might just need a brain dump space, and I like that. So I've got all 4 types of papers in the back, and that'll just be for whatever I need it to be. I want to have maximum flexibility going into 2023. So let's see how we're doing space-wise. I am constantly checking. She looks pretty cute. Let's do a little bit of decor, because as I've learned more about Jane's agenda, and I've collected many a thing over the years, I really love the dashboard. So let me grab her dashboards. Actually, I keep I keep all of my spare sheets of dashboards, of like decorative things, undated inserts. I keep everything on discs. I just find it to be really, really easy. And so this is pretty much my Jane's agenda disc storage for the classic size. And so I've got like a lot of different dashboards. Back when I was getting her subscription box in the classic size, way back, these are last year's winter dashboards. Oh gosh, like I love this sweater one. I think I might cut this one down to a half letter size and put it in my social media planner. But I've been collecting these because I just love them so much. And I love being able to kind of shop through her dashboards and create a seasonal wardrobe. I mean, they're just so pretty. So I think for this one, for the front, I'm going to throw down this cardstock dashboard. It doesn't really match the dividers, but I don't really care about that. I'm not looking at the dividers so much. And then I want to use the this vellum here at the front that says, in winter, I plot and plan. In spring, I move. I'm going to throw that at the front. And I just love the look of this layering moment. I just think it is so pretty. And I like that the warm glow of the candle kind of goes with the cognac or saddle cover. So I think that is really nice. I like it a lot. So let's do a little assessment. We have our kind of opening pages. I do need to put my name on there. We've got our 2 years, our yearly overview, and then I can go to my monthly, which is right there. I can go to my monthly dashboard, and then I can go to today. And it'll be the same thing every month. If I want to see my monthly calendar, I go to the monthly tab. And then if I want to see my dashboard, I flip the next page. And then I will be moving the today tab to the current day. Then we'll have the collection section. This is going to be where I have my dot grid, fun, trackers, anything I want to track or collect over the course of the year. Then we have the goals section, which will take me to my annual goals worksheet, vision board situation. And then I've got a month's worth of prompts for daily, weekly, and monthly goal setting. Well, this is going to be new for me. We'll see how this goes. And then in the back, we have my notes section. Love, love, love. All different types of paper. And then pen lube. Let's pick a pen. Pick a pen, any pen. Let's go with, I guess for now, we'll go with this Sharpie S-Gel. Let's use, actually, I have it in white and black. I think we're going to go with the black barrel. And I'm just going to clip this on. And let's see, do I want to add anything else? I do have an Oli block clip if I wanted to clip something. Currently, I don't want to. I don't have anything to clip. I could add some sticky notes, some cloth and paper sticky notes if I wanted to. Like I could treat this as a dashboard. I wonder if these would fit. The long ones wouldn't, but I could add maybe some of these here and some of these little dot grid ones here. Anytime I see like plastic or a dashboard in my planner, I feel like I want to stick stuff in it. Is there anything else? I think that's it for now. But yeah, I've got a little pocket here. I can add something. I've got this big pocket. And I think we're set, you guys. I think we're set. I'm feeling good. I think we are ready to go for 2023. So that is my setup for my Catchall Frankenplanner. If you want to see my faith, journaling, social media, work, on-the-go planner setups, those are going to be in the playlist linked down below. This is just as a catch-all space, a hub for my family. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Come hang out with me over on Instagram. My handle is ejjoyful_plans. It is always a good time. I will link down below any of the items that I can find, and those might be affiliate links. Thank you in advance for using those and supporting my channel. If you want to hang out with me again and see how all of these planners come into play in 2023, I hope you'll consider subscribing. Until next time, friend, God bless you. God bless you and keep you. Do something creative today, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.